Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining the Catalyzing Change Week. Today is the final day of our very impactful week, and it's our honor to welcome you to a session called Building a Circular Economy for Social Good. And before we proceed, let's invite you to watch a video, an opening video of the day 5. Thank you.
Namaste. I'm Dr. Megha Phansalkar from Mumbai, India, the co-chair of Catalyst Change Week 2025. As Catalyst Change Week 2025 reaches its final day, we turn our attention to innovation in education, the foundation on which every other system of change is built. Education innovations are transforming the way we learn and teach. From adaptive learning platforms, AI-driven tutoring systems, identification of learning gaps, to ensuring more interactive and engaging methods of sharing knowledge. The classroom and learning has been democratized irrespective of where you are and what language you speak. It is about equipping people with skills, values, and imagination to create future of possibilities. Across today's session, you will see how innovations are weaving new methods and models of learning, linking education to well-being, technology, financial sustainability, intergenerational collaboration, and cultural knowledge. These conversations remind us that learning never ends. It grows and evolves with us. Transformational education is inclusive, creative, and grounded in dignity. And when every voice has a place in shaping it, education becomes a driving force for more just and resilient societies. As we close this week, let us carry forward the spirit of curiosity and collaboration that education inspires. Because in every learner lies the possibility of a better future. Welcome to the session presented by Catalyst Now. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Megha, for the great introduction. And now over to you and the panelists. Enjoy it.
Thank you, Komi. So we are at the end of our session, 1 week, and Catalyst Now, let me introduce you. It's a global organization present in 170 countries. And every year, this Catalyst Week is hosted, and 200 plus sessions are happening across the countries, and ours is one of them. And while we discuss, these sessions are also telecasted live as well as recordings on YouTube, post the sessions year round. So today we are here to discuss a very, very important topic we all know and we all are part of it. Basically, the topic, as we know, is building circular economy for social good. Every word is important. We are part of this change making process. We are builders of circular economy. Circularity, as we know, is the talk of the town, and we are building it with economic system, and that is the best way we are doing it. And of course, there's no other social good than reusing your own products. So we welcome all the panelists, and we request every panelist to introduce in a minute, and then we have a lovely video of the TRF facility at the project Navi Mumbai. We'll see that, and then we will go around discussing with each other. So over to you, Shilpi. Please introduce yourself in a minute, and then we go about. You can name the other, or I'll name the other.
Yeah. Thanks, Megha, and thanks the team of Catalyst Now. I am Shilpi Kapoor. I come from Environmental Management Center Private Limited. We are a sustainability consulting company based out of Mumbai, and I primarily work in the areas of circular economy in looking at different sectors, and have recently had opportunity to also look at it in the textile sector, and we were happy to collaborate with Megha to look at the impactful work that the TRF is doing in Navi Mumbai. And I think deep diving into it, we realized that there are a lot of things and a lot of impact that is being created both on the social and the environment side, and clearly demarcates an example of how circular economy is actually taking forward social good. So I'll be happy to talk about it later again.
Great. Thank you, Shilpi. Shishir has joined. Shishir, are you there? Okay, if Shishir has not joined, we request NMMC to talk about how is the project shaping, and who are you on the panel?
Hello
From
everyone,
an
I'm Mayuresh Amrade. I'm joining on behalf of Smita Kale Madam, who is Deputy Municipal Commissioner of Navi Mumbai Municipal Corporation. I'm currently supporting Navi Mumbai as solid waste management expert. I'm having 15 years of experience. I have worked across cities from Kanpur to Nashik, and it's really a great opportunity of co-anchoring for this post-consumer textile waste recovery facility session. I really thank you for that.
Thank you for joining, and I'm sure your wide experience across the city is going to speak today on your NMMC behalf. May I request Prakash to speak something? He's sitting at the center and leading the project.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. Myself Prakash Saini, and I am from the textile background, and I am leading this textile recovery facility project. And we are just collecting this textile waste to this facility, and the rest we will discuss in panel discussion. That's my introduction, and I accompanied with my uh, project manager, Vaishali. So please.
Hello, myself Vaishali Kaddam. From past 9 years, I am working as a working in an NGO management sector. So thank you for this giving me opportunity to present here. Thank you.
And we have also
Thank you.
women who are working in this project. So I would like to introduce some few of the women. One of them.
Yeah, your screen is live, no? Your video is live. We would love to see the women.
So all these women, around 100 women are working in this center. So from the textile recovery facility, we would like to go ahead with this discussion.
Yeah, thank you, Prakash. So it's a beautiful session today. We have a community with us. We have a municipality representative, which is one of the first or maybe the second municipality across the country who has got the award for being a clean city. And I'm sure solid waste management is one of the biggest factor to get recognized as a clean city after Indore. As Shishir joins, we'll welcome him. But as of now, we can play the video and take a round of this entire facility and see how this facility look. Let me also introduce that this is the first project in the country supported by Ministry of Textiles, supported by municipality, which is handling a city-wide fabric waste. Earlier, there were projects or existing projects which are in other parts of the city or the country. They are very in a smaller ward or smaller zone. This is the first project conceptualized by the municipality with the Ministry of Textile, supported by SBI Foundation, and executed as an NGO partner by TESER. Go ahead, we'll see the video and then we'll start our discussions. Yes, go ahead.
झालं, पण घरातल्या जबाबदारीमुळे मला बाहेर पडता नाही आलं. पण आता मला हे कळालं 4 महिन्यापूर्वी की ते सोलापूर बचत गटाच्या माध्यमातून मला रोजगार देण्यात येतो. बचत गटाच्या माध्यमातून मी इथे आले. जुन्या कपड्यापासून इथं बऱ्याच गोष्टी बनवल्या जातात हे कळालं. शिवाय इथं नीलकंठ मॅडमने यांनी आमचं वर्कशॉप घेतलं 4 दिवसाचं, आणि त्याच्यामध्ये आम्हाला ट्रिविक्स वगैरे हे सगळे बनवायला शिकवले. सुरुवातीला पहिल्यांदा विविंग शिकवली, त्यानंतर आम्ही ट्रिविक्स आणि पोस्टर्स असे बनवायला शिकलो. मी घरातल्या फायनान्शियली पण फार सपोर्ट करू शकले मिस्टरांना ॲक्च्युली, आणि शिवाय मुलांना चांगले संस्काराबरोबर त्यांचं शिक्षण अजून कसं उत्तम व्हावं याच्यामध्ये पण माझा हातभार देऊ शकते. सध्या मी देते. या गोष्टीचा मला फार आनंद होतो. आणि शिवाय तिथे मला काम करताना फार आनंद वाटतो की काहीतरी मी पर्यावरणाला हानी पोचवण्यापासून वाचू शकले. मी मनापासून आभार मानते नवी मुंबई महानगरपालिका TRF सेंटर की बचत गटाच्या माध्यमातून खूप महिलांना इथे रोजगार मिळाला.
Thank you. It was a lovely video. And I see this project as a beautiful combination of people, processes, and partnership. When we talk about people, we have community, we have livelihoods, we have skill, all the keywords linked to people. When we talk about processes, we have technology, we have entire infrastructure, we have collection processes, upskilling, recycling, making products. So there are so many processes involved. And we talk about partnership. I think it is one of the beautiful projects showcasing public-private partnership, where there is a foundation supported, where entire municipality is there to implement the project, and all the other like-minded people like technology is there, Ministry of Textile is there, TISR is there. So, and of course we have Aditya Birla Group also supporting. So I think it's one of the beautiful project which is taking into shape first year of the project. In this context, my first question to you is at the NMMC. You are part of this project. You are driving this project because NMMC is a very big municipality, leading municipality, innovation and changes. You have recently got an award in Dubai, and I'm sure the commissioner would be taking that award. So, how do you see this project growing, and how do you see yourself participating in this project? What are your views about this particular project?
Thank you for that wonderful question. As you rightly said, circulatory is not just technical, it's emotional, it's symbolic, and it is deeply participatory. So it is one of the projects or the initiatives which are taken up by the Navi Mumbai Municipal Corporation. We should not just focus on sanitation. Circularity should go into urban planning, procurement, it's into education, and then it will penetrate into industry. So in that doing so, we should include SHG groups, waste workers, marginal group, and NMC used all of it, all the sections of society. That's why it is leading the Swachh Sarvekshan ranking.
True. So thank you, and I'm sure NMMC will somewhere beat Indore and get the first prize of the Swachhata, and maybe this project will be instrumental in doing that. Shilpi, you
Let
have
me
been
highlight
involved.
that we are
Yes.
already in the Super Swachh League, so we are not what you can say contending with the Indore. We are in same league with the Indore and Indore. Yeah.
Lovely. That's so happy to listen. Shilpi, you have been involved this project with Dr. Prasad Modak, and you are quite pioneer people in driving environment into these discussions, and bringing carbon footprints and how data should be collected from these projects. So we built the entire project on a very strong foundation, which is data driven. And then when we scale this project, we have all the baselines in place and all the data in place. So could you just throw some more light on how is data collected and what data is required and what this data means for this project? Shilpi.
Yeah. So, Megha, in terms of the data that is collected and required, I think it should cover first the entire value chain. So, there has to be the clear boundary definition from which is related to any project's operation. And then, of course, if there is data which can guide the subsequent stages also, which may not be in the boundary of a project, but provide information, that is always useful. And then to have a system in place where clear-cut data templates should be there. There should be training of the people who would be actually feeding in the data. So that becomes extremely helpful. And of course, data, as we know, till we don't measure, we will never understand where we are. And even this data, which is collected, and when you prepare a template, the template should also have indicators in a way that you are able to track your progress over time. So not just an absolute value that what is happening at a point of time, but if you're looking at certain implicit, explicit targets or vision that you have, there should be indicators that should start getting populated from the very beginning, and they can keep getting refined over time. So I think it's extremely important for data to be there, and it also will help build traceability. So later on, I mean, now we are all aware that everybody is looking at what's the carbon footprint that as you mentioned, of the product. What is the traceability? So if, say, a funding agency wants to come forward to replicate, to support the replication of certain such kind of initiative, and we have seen that in the plastic sector also, they are very keen to understand the traceability, to also see the impact on from the social side. So the workers that you're engaging with, and I know in terms of the data that you have collected, you have very granular data to the extent of what their earlier occupations were, what were they drawing as salaries, and what is it that they are getting now. And the key advantages that TISSER has brought to their livelihood, the dignified livelihoods, the flexibility, etc. So that gets clearly, one is able to understand that because clear-cut data is being collected from there.
Lovely. So I think with your guidance as an environment expert, I think the project is capturing social, economic, and as well as environment data, and
Sure.
putting up the entire value chain in place.
Correct.
So I think that is really, really important. Coming back to you, Prakash, you were instrumental in setting this project with the Ministry of Textile earlier as a part of Ministry of Textile, now also as a part of Ministry of Textile and the TISSER Foundation, as well as leading this TRF. So, could you tell us about your experience, maybe your thought process with the community? Can the community speak on the video? What makes them proud about being in this project, and maybe some products which you can show us, which are unique, innovative, market-led, and upcycle products, which are not run of the mill. Over to you, Prakash, and the community. Yes, Prakash.
You're mute. Prakash, you're mute.
Thank you. Sorry to do that. As I come from the textile background, I work in the ministry, and textile waste is a major problem in all sectors. In the solid waste, the textile waste portion stands for around 5 to 10%, but we are not treating this textile waste. But from now, we have established a facility, the first facility in the India, with the collaboration with the municipal corporations and NGO partner, the TISER, and the implementing agency, and with the Ministry of Textile. So this project also helps to develop the policy decision to the government, how the textile waste is collected, and we can monitor the entire textile waste throughout the India. And come to the community. As of now, we are having 100 women engaged in this project. Around 15 tons of textile waste we have collected as of now in the last 6 months on the NMMC area. The community we have engaged, they are not skilled up to that level to do any work, and they are unemployed. But coming to the center, they get some trainings and some sessions regarding to treat it, and this project is helping them to their livelihood creation, and simultaneously this also helps to face these challenges that we are having with the textile waste. So this facility have established before 6 months ago, and that we have give trainings to women. Now we have created some products, and we are trying to marketize it. So definitely this project is helping to a showcase of some value, and bring this material to the value chain back. So we are saving the resources, and we are giving to livelihood. This is a basic social impact, and contributing to circularity as well. So product that we have, I would like to show we have display some of the products. So we can show five folders. Women's can show. You can show. So basically, this is a women-driven project. So all women are engaging. They go training and that. So these are the products. As of now, we have made like 250 category of more than 250 category of the product from this center, and those are the unique product. And we have also exhibited at different location exhibition centers. So we have good response. Or all these products are made by the women artisans. So they are sustainable product. We can claim the fully sustainable product before we develop any products. So we have taken care of the hygienic things of the product making and sanitizing the material before making any product. So a lot of product that we have created, and women are doing the good work, and we have also assessing the impact of the women's, how much impact that we have creating in their life. The EMC or partner, they are calculating and environmental and social impact over there from the entire center.
Prakash, I would like to know, like you are showing the products, they are like upskilled products. Anything on recycling are you doing with Aditya Birla Group or with the, I heard you made handmade paper from these fabric. So what are the other verticals of recycling you have explored as a part of this project?
Yeah, definitely, upcycling is the one of the vertical that we are doing. But apart from this, we are also have some vertical like there is secondary garment market is all around the world. So we are also doing that. But the portion is the percentage of the secondary markets we have kept is limited, because ultimately that product has to be in the circularity. But recycling, we are having trials for recycling to check their quality, what quality of product we can develop. For mechanical recycling, we had a trial with our leading recycling partner, the well established Aditya Birla Group, which is the most leading partner in the cotton industry. So we have for mechanical recycling, we are just trying to establish some recycling trial for that. So we can uh, go to the monomer level of the fibers, and then make fibers from out of it. And we have another section of material that cannot be fit in any other form. Like we are segregating material based on their conditions. So first is reusable, recyclable, upcyclable, and one material that's inert that we cannot use in an upcycling recycling. So out of this material we have developed some paper, like the seed that we have developed as of now. So there is also, we are trying to make some packaging material out of it, with
Nice.
the all types of waste that we are considering here, like blended material. We are not having any. So the percentage of this material is also less than 10%. So we are not giving any zero waste initiative at this facility, I can say.
Lovely. That's so nice to know. Coming back to you, Mayuresh, you said you have traveled to multiple cities and helped in the solid waste. How do you see this project and how do you see similar initiatives in other parts of the country?
Uh, as Prakash said, we are focusing right now on upcycling of the textile waste which is getting generated. As of now, Navi Mumbai generates about 45 tons of waste, and we were managed to process only 12 tons as of now. So we should look forward for the recycling part, because it is going to solve problem. By upcycling, we are targeting only blend fraction of the post-consumer textile waste. But by recycling, we will definitely be able to target viscose cellulose and synthetic fraction of the post-consumer textile waste.
True, true. In this particular thing, Shilpi, since you are backbone of and guiding the project to collect data, and you talked about a value chain, could you just elaborate what are the key pillars of a value chain in this particular project, and what are the data barriers here?
So I think, Megha, in terms of the data value chain, so for when we were assessing the impact of the project, the value chain, of course, for the concept or for the whole textile recycling is very big. I mean, from the point it would, even include upstream, because there are a lot of changes around circularity that can be brought in terms of when you're designing products, when you're choosing materials to make textile products, etc., and a lot of other changes what of other aspects that can be included. But for say a project which is looking and focusing as textile waste management, I think the value chain would start from the way it started for you at the point of generation. Now I know your work starts when the waste you set up bins, you collect the waste and you bring it, transport it, bring it to the facility. Then you're doing a lot of activities there, whether upcycling and I mean you're also identifying textile waste which can actually be reused, which of course is also up in the waste hierarchy. So you're not straight away moving into recycling, upcycling, downcycling. You're identifying a lot of waste, so-called waste, which can be actually reused. And then of course you are looking at the residue which is cannot be reused or cannot be upcycled, channelizing it for recycling to recover material out of it and minimizing the residue which actually needs to go for disposal. And even in the data we saw that was very clear that over time the percentage of residue has actually significantly decreased. So the value chain, looking at it in this aspect, becomes very easy because your objective should also be to reduce this residue, and that's what you're focusing on. So you're bringing in changes. You brought in that device to be able to identify the materials very appropriately. In terms of the data challenges, I think one which we faced when we were trying to assess the impact and then we guided your team was more on the granularity, the accuracy of data, the frequency of reporting. And again, I think there were multiple people involved at multiple stages. So I think there needs to be more synchronization and a similar understanding of them, what needs to be reported. So each person is coming in with a responsibility to document the data that they probably have access to or is getting generated at where they are operating. So I think proper training on the data collection, then documenting, reporting becomes extremely important. And then of course, because it's still evolving, project is so new, but it has created an impact. So going forward, new indicators can also be studied. So for example, now with the women workers, they're working certain number of hours, they're drawing certain number of payment. We know the kind of the environment they are working in, which is very pleasant to them. They feel happy. When we also visited, we saw them. But maybe now collecting data to understand with backed evidence that the money that they are earning, how is it that the utilization of that, say, is different now from what was happening earlier. Maybe some of them were they were not working, so now they have access. Is that being used to channelize to create an impact on education of their children, availing better health? So if you are able to track that, it will be able to kind of also for you as a project to associate better impact, but at the same time also it will give an opportunity to sensitize people. So when you are asking a community worker who is working with you, I mean one of the informal sector women workers, that okay, you got the money, have you even thought how are you utilizing it? Maybe she's just going back and return giving the money to her husband, but that sensitization that comes in, that okay, it's money in my hand, let me now channelize it in a more impactful way.
True, true. I think the real impact comes when people start impacting the entire household, the community
Yes.
around them, and this.
Yeah.
I
And
think
I'm
that
sure
would
they
be
are
the.
doing it from a data perspective. We as a project need to get that and document. Like we've
Yeah.
taken testimonials and people have, I mean, very nicely elaborated. But again, if there is backing of data evidence, that's quite helpful.
So nice. So in this same context, the Prakash, I wanted to ask two questions to you. One, we are using Kosha device. What exactly the device does, and after technology, I want some of the community members to speak on behalf of this project and tell what exactly do they feel being part of this project live here. I believe the videos are and everything is seen on the screen. Somehow I am not able to see, but it is seen, right? Komi, it is seen. Geeta, can you see the discussion and everything?
Yeah, I'm
On
able
the
to see
screen?
everything. Yeah.
Okay.
And there are
So
some
Prakash,
questions also, Meghaji.
yeah,
Just keep an eye on the question.
I saw one question, but in the end, last 15 minutes, we will address that. So in between, Prakash, can you just tell us about the kosher device, and specifically IB want one or two community members to speak live with us.
Yes, that sorting process is very important in waste management. So we can when we are go for recycling, on that we should know what should the content of the material. So before that, the manual sorting in textile sector is there. But in for this project, we have developed a device with our partner based in India. So we have exclusively developed this device. So this device is basically work. This is a technology driven project as we are trying to do as of every steps, as we have put a dedicated bin for collections. So we are maintaining all the data before the collection to TRF facility, and we are also incorporating the sustainable traceability in this entire system to trace the material where it's coming from and what are the components that are going to be used at the facility. So for sorting purpose, we have developed a device, a COSA device. That device is work how the material can be channelized for recycling purpose. So that based our requirement, we can categorize the material that
So it
like
gives you the
cotton one.
composition of cotton and synthetic. Does it give you that composition? Cotton, how much percent is cotton, how much is synthetic?
Yes, the device gives the percentage of the material, the fiber composition of the material basically. Like we have a
Okay.
blend of 70-30, 70% cotton and
Okay.
30% polyester. So it clearly show
Okay.
what's the composition of the material. Apart from that, we are
Wonderful.
also doing the traceability in the project.
Nice. Can you ask one or two community members to speak about their
One
ideas in this project and testimonials maybe?
Surely.
If you're
One
taking
of our
time, there was
beneficiary who is working our center.
Hmm.
नमस्कार, मेरा नाम सुमन राजेश भुंटे है। मैं अभी 6 महीने हो गए मैं यहाँ पे काम कर रही हूँ। 6 महीने में हमारा
Okay.
वर्कशॉप लिया, तो 5 दिन के वर्कशॉप के बाद काम चालू हो गया। जून में स्टार्ट हो गया, तो मैंने 4 महीने उन्होंने वीविंग, स्टार्टिंग में वीविंग करना सिखाया तो मैडम ने। उसके बाद हमने टीवीक्स, पोस्टर ये बनाना सीखा। फिर अभी बहुत खुशी होती है मुझे कि ना ये सारा करते हुए कि ये पुराने कपड़े से मैंने बहुत कुछ कभी देखा नहीं था। ये पहली बार आके मुझे पता चला यहाँ बहुत कुछ ऐसे बनता है, सीखने को मिला।
Should I translate it?
हाँ, ब्रीफ में बता दीजिए थोड़ा सा।
हाँ, तो और घर में भी बहुत बच्चे वगैरह खुश होते हैं। ऐसा मतलब बच्चे ऐसे लगता है ना, बच्चों को लगता है कि बाकी के जैसे अभी मेरे को कभी मतलब ऐसे एजुकेशन तो हो गया लेकिन उसके बाद मतलब जॉब करना वगैरह नहीं मिला। तो अभी बच्चे बड़े हो गए तो जॉब करना स्टार्ट कर दिया, थोड़ा भी यहाँ काम मिला था। तो उसके बच्चे भी बहुत खुश होते हैं कि मेरी मम्मी जॉब करने जाती है और ऐसी जगह जाती है जहाँ मतलब पुराने कपड़े से बहुत कुछ बनता है। वो तो बच्चे भी बताते हैं सबको कि मेरी मम्मी यहाँ मतलब वो ऐसे एनवायरमेंट के लिए काम करती है।
बहुत अच्छा, बहुत अच्छा।
So she have been
So,
engaged in this project before 4 months long ago, and before that she didn't know how to make any product and segregation of the waste. But we have provided the training to her, and now she is skilled to develop a pretty product out of the waste material. So she feel empowered after engaging to this facility, and simultaneously he thinks that she is contributing to the waste management and to protect the environment. And their child is very happy that his or her mother is doing a work towards social work and to protect the environment. So now she is happy and some contributing to her husband to financially support him. So now she is very happy with this project. And lot of other women, as of now, we have 100 women. Uh, all are very happy with this project. This is a very social project and contributing to this country and world.
Yeah. The beauty of this project is it's community led. It is giving so much of social impact as well as livelihood, so economic impact, environment impact. So I think that's the best combination, is the best recipe to success, and for the planet and for the human being. So there's a question, and I think Shilpi can answer better, and then maybe we'll revert back to the community. The question says, from the, how does fast fashion impact models of recycling in circular textile system? So, Malihaji has put this question. Shilpi, do you want me to read this question again, or can
Yeah, I
you
think
answer
I
now?
got it. So basically, it's saying
Yeah.
how does fast fashion affect in terms
Impact
of this?
models of recycling.
Yeah, so I think fast fashion, I mean, there's an economic motive behind it. People are, I mean, there are companies that are coming out with fashion clothes and textile materials, and then people are look at this fast fashion evolving, and there's a change always there. But I think in terms of fostering circularity, there is still scope if you can integrate principles of responsible sourcing back of the material at the end of life in a clean manner. So, like the way you're doing, you're tapping waste which is not mixed with, say, MSW or other waste categories. But if fast fashion also brings in along with it responsibility of the manufacturers, of the brands, to come up, for example, in the form of the extended producer responsibility and support the collection, then I don't see I mean, I don't see much challenges in trying to address and take forward circularity. Yeah.
Interesting. I
So
mean,
one
this is
thing I
very,
would,
yeah, Prakash.
yes, in the fast fashion, one more thing that we have having there, the fast fashion are the garments like cheaper and most are the the made from the blended material. The
Yeah.
sorting of those fast fashion garment is challenging for us in the to maintain the circularity in the future from my perspective. Because all the items that they have printed coating materials or the fast fashion for Gen Z's kind of garments, that could be challenging to maintain the circularity from my perspective. As we are driving the COSA device that we have developed, somehow the challenges to identify material who are the coating material over there and dark material and some kind of other blended things out there. So this could be challenges in the future to for fast fashion for us, and their quality is not that much good. The fast fashion garment. So recycling is not that much possible from this perspective. Like we are shredding and go for shredding the length of the fiber gets shortened. So they're using that fast fashion material in the this circularity is challenging for us in the future.
True. There is another interesting question which I would love Mayuresh to answer. So the question says, because you come from the Navi Mumbai Municipal Corporation, you are into policy making, you are into incentivizing, and there are 250 societies who are a supply chain for or as consumers to give the fabric. So the question says, can a deposit refund scheme be implemented for textile, and how it would look like, and can consumers be incentivized to participate more? And here we, since now here the institutions are consumers, while individual people also donate, but I think the societies are bigger supply system here. So can we incentivize the societies who are giving us this recyclable fabric, because they are not adding to the landfill and adding to the positive side of the problem of the NMMC? And so, how do you think we can incentivize this, include more and more, and can we give them some incentive in their tax, property tax, or in some other benefits? Do you have any such policy in mind, or can we think of coming up with any such policy?
Uh, uh, Answering about this question, I want to highlight that NMC has a higher proportion of transient population. So, indigenous population is very much less in Navi Mumbai.
Yeah.
That's why we need to consistently put forward our IC plans consistently. So, in that doing so, we have initiated number of other initiatives also. We are planning to come up with a Swachh credit app for the citizens,
Mhm.
from which we will survey the each and every RWA, and if they are following the compliances which are set by the NNMC SOP, they will be given score. and
Okay.
they can redeem that score for the various outlets which are there. A pilot project of this kind we initiated with Smart Bazaar few months before. So that is in pipeline. Surely that will get finalized
Wonderful. I think
very
it will
soon.
also help gather fabric from more societies, because when they see the incentive coming through, I'm sure there's a mutual benefit society out there for NMMC,
Yes.
for TRF, and for the communities. We have last 15 minutes with us. We'll take one full round of all the panelists. So, coming to you, Prakash. What is ahead now? The project is 1 year old. The new project is coming. So what extra you are planning for the new project? What are the learnings of the first 1 year? What are the barriers you saw in the first 1 year? What kind of SOPs you have set? And how do we look forward this project in 2026? Prakash?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
This was a pilot project, so we have faced a lot of challenges, and we have so many learnings from this project, like the mindset of the people they are contributing to this textile waste into particular bins. That was the first our challenge. So we have do a lot of IC in the societies and make them people understand their impact of the textile waste on the environment, and that material also could be used for the raw material for the new product development. That was our first challenge, and establishing the facility over to the in municipal in the collaboration with the municipality. That was helping out to reach out the consumers who are donating the waste. So next target is to this project was limited to the NMC, but we will explore this project beyond the Navi Mumbai, throughout the country, and to establish a proper recycling facility for the material. So once the material goes in the textile recovery facility, it should be reusable, and the product out of made is like as compared to with the material product that are made from the virgin material. So we will establish a facility that will develop some yarn spinning and fabric production out of the textile waste. That could be firstly based on the mechanical recycling, and we are also doing the R&D with the prestigious university ICT Institute of Chemical Technology to develop the recycling of this chemical recycling for this project. So the ultimate target is to do the recycling of this material.
True. As I understood that the upcycle material quantity is very less, and too many material is available which is not proper which is a mixed kind of thing. So recycling will be a challenge. So I see this is a very beautiful, wonderful dream team. When there is a municipality, there are international communities supporting the research. There is this textile committee. There is this SBI Foundation supporting. There is a nice NGO partner, TISR, and of course private people like Shilpi and others, focusing on the environment side. So I think the model, if made right, scalability would be a wonderful point out here. So on this point, Shilpi, I want to come to you. Since you are working nationally, internationally, and multiple projects across the country, where do you see this project will take all of us together? How do you see this scaling up?
I think, Megha, this project in terms of scaling up, I really see a lot of potential because if you see at the implementation, yeah, I mean, you have presented, you rightly described the whole model in terms of public-private partnership collaboration. So now this is a case where it has worked. And so why not, I mean, take it forward? And I'm sure more municipalities will also be interested and everybody actually wants to see what has it worked, what is it that required to set up. So maybe more corporates like SBI who would need to come forward with their CSR funding to kind of provide support to kind of set up and implement this project. And I see this project over time becoming self-sustainable. I mean, you do need that seed funding to get kick-started. You do need that engagement and collaboration partnership of the municipality to kind of get that buy-in, and kind of even communities would have accepted the project have accepted the project surely also because the Navi Mumbai Municipal Corporation is involved. So I think the model is now very clear cut. It's important for you as the project to talk about it tell the other municipalities. Now, currently, I'm working in Uttar Pradesh with Gorakhpur municipality, and I told them about the project. And I think I had mentioned to Prakash also, we will also try to push forward. And I think in entities that you engage with, I mean, if you have some kind of a small brochure or something which can be taken to tell that what the project is, and now your impact report is going to get ready very soon. So those things should be used to potentially set up and replicate these models in Maharashtra, elsewhere. Textile waste gets generated everywhere. And in all communities. So we don't even have to restrict to certain communities, certain cities, or certain towns. I think the idea is, and probably it needs to be now launched in a more programmatic approach. Now,
True.
who will kind of look at kind of coordinating that program? Maybe that some brainstorming may be required. But rather than
Sure.
like we've even called it still as a pilot project. So now we know the pilot is successful. What can be done to make
How do
it
we
a
see?
program where it
True.
gets rolled out in states and cities in a larger way?
True, true. So this gets me to Mayuresh, to you. Since textile is one of the solid waste, there are others also, and I know you're working with Project Mumbai on the plastic waste, and
Yes.
Shishir was supposed to join, but he could not. But tell me now, with this project, which what are other raw material which you think we can work together, we can request SBI Foundation to support other material also apart from textile? Do you see e-waste coming, or do you see, apart from residential societies, do you see the hospitals and institution participating for the medical waste or the fabric coming from the hospitals? Because we all know that Navi Mumbai is a young city. We have engineering colleges, we
Yes.
have medical colleges, we have immigrant population. Immigrant not from the New York mayor's perspective, but yes, local population coming from all over the country, and the indigenous population is very less. So what other raw material do you think can be part of the circularity, and this project can also extend its boundary from textile, either to from residential to commercial textile, hospital textile, or any other material? What do you think? You want us to
As
take
you
ahead?
rightly said, e-waste is of great concern right now because Navi Mumbai is coming up as a data center hub in by the end of this decade. So we are planning right now. We are collecting e-waste through a third party organization, but very soon we will be having one dedicated facility for processing of e-waste. We are under planning phase of that facility. And apart from that, we are also tapping to the decentralized wet waste processing. I want to highlight one model which we have implemented. It is zero waste slum model, which we implemented
Okay.
in Indira Nagar and Ardavli Butuvli Gaon. In that we have been targeting 400 plus household, and they are segregating their waste by themselves. And
Okay.
Parisar Sakhi is a SHG group which is involved in that, and they are converting that organic waste into compost, and the dry waste is handed over back to the centralized facility. So that is one of
Wonderful. I
the
think.
yeah, and also we
Yeah.
are targeting school children. In that
Okay.
we have started one dry waste collection bank initiative with the help of students, because students are the source of education to their household. They can teach their parents as well. So, and like that, we are developing aspirational toilets which are made of upcycled materials. We have made one
Lovely.
toilet in Kopar Kherne, which was built with the about 5.3 tons of plastic waste, and total flooring sheets are made up of plastic bottles. So these are some of the initiatives which NNMC carried out in terms of circularity.
I think some need assessment is required, as Shilpi also says on the chat, that there we need to know,
Yes, we have
understand
to
what is the raw
focus
material
more
coming.
on the recycling
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, recycling part, right? Like footwear is there, then there could be so many other types of waste coming. So maybe waste assessment of the city, what kind of waste is coming, which season it is coming, what is the quantity it is coming, and what is the quality it is coming, and how do we take this ahead, upcycling, recycling. I think it would be a beautiful thing to do. And also to just to share a happy news, TSER as a part of IDH Netherlands has backed the honor to do a need assessment in Indore and Bhopal on the textile side, and of course followed by a bigger project to be developed. So again, the dream team would be there to support, and we would take it ahead strongly.
Yeah,
So
Megha,
as we
one
have
point
our,
I wanted to just
yes,
share. I think I forgot
yeah,
earlier also. I think also,
yeah,
like you mentioned, need assessment and kind of assessing the composition of waste. So in some cities that has already been undertaken also. I think what is more important and what your project is also doing is providing that convenience at doorstep. So like I'm a conscious consumer. I work in the sustainability domain, but there are many times waste products, like even including footwear, even textile, that I don't know how to dispose of, but it's accumulating. Even
even your medicine bottles and
yeah,
shampoo
house
bottles, we
helps
just
also
don't
say
know
that
what
we
to do.
Didi, we don't need it. So then it
Yeah,
automatically gets channelized with the mixed waste out of my home because space is constrained. So if there are models within your larger picture which would provide, and even going forward, more convenience at doorstep to collect the post consumer, but segregated, sorted waste. I mean, for newspapers, we all know we will identify space in our homes to store newspapers because we know the recycler will come and take it. Similarly, for clothes, footwear, we may do it for some time, as we know, say maybe a week later, somebody will come. So that
true, true.
convenience at doorstep, even for very sensitized, environmentally conscious consumers, will make a large impact.
True, true. I think Mayuresh is listening. Yeah, Mayuresh is listening that this door collection for any type of waste is really important to set up, and maybe we
Yes.
should be instrumental in doing that. So, coming back to you, Prakash, we want we want your community to showcase the enthusiasm and the excitement of being in this project, and just let them talk a bit, even the community coordinator who is there. So let us know how happy they are, and so that we can end the session last 5 minutes seeing them and feeling happy that the project has supported them. Yeah, I mean, the idea of having repair cafes and thrift shops is so wonderful. I think we should try to pilot it out in
Yeah.
this
So Megha,
region.
in Europe, I mean, we've been in touch with one gentleman and he's been doing a lot of work on these repair cafes. So earlier it would focus
Lovely.
on electronic products. So it's both a
Yeah.
way of engaging with communities, bringing people together, and then also solving the larger problem. But now he's also started focusing on, say, cricket gear.
Yeah.
And so things like that. So there's a lot of opportunities for concepts like these. And I think there, again, the support of municipality becomes very important, whether it's in terms of
Yeah.
giving space.
With Mayuresh with us and the entire municipality with us, I think
Yeah,
we
so we
do
should
not have to
certainly
worry on
consider
that.
this
Yeah, we
also
should be
as
the
a
best
model where
people.
we could work
We
together.
should be, yeah.
I want
So
to share
getting
that
best
NNMC
practices.
previously, NNMC started one initiative called Green Soul, wherein we tried collecting footwear and we tried collecting and developing something out of it.
I saw there's
So
this garden made out
due
of
to
waste footwear.
poor response, we that project got trembled. But we are right now
We
in
can
plans to
relocate to it.
revamp that project.
Yes, yes. So let's diversify our interest in the area, in interest in the waste, in interest in looking innovative models. I think that's one good meeting at the ground level is necessary, where all of us do not actually work into actionable items where we can take ahead. So Prakash, over to you. Do you want some community interaction before we close? Prakash? Okay, I don't know where Prakash is,
Yeah,
but
he is
yeah,
on
it's
mute.
last.
Prakash, you want to ask them
Yes,
to
yes,
speak?
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
But before
Namaskar.
it goes to Prakash, I want to thank all the panelists for joining here. And it was lovely to interact with you, knowing you, working with you over this entire lovely and one of the best innovative projects of the country. which also took attention when the Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji in the Bharat Text expressed about this project and requested everybody to go and see this project. So it's an honor to be part of this project. Over to you, Prakash.
Definitely, this work is contributing the social impact from this entire project, as we have already discussed, and we are working in this textile waste. And Silpi rightly said, we are just trying to get the material sorting at the source. So this pilot project is, we are collecting the material from the out of the bin. And we have dedicatedly put a bin in the society. So we are collecting and sorting out the source. So these challenges we have for textile waste we have overcome from this pilot project. So our community person is also there. So the
Yeah, go ahead. They
in the
can speak.
center. Yeah.
नमस्ते। मुझे यहाँ आके जून महीने में आई हूँ, तो मुझे यहाँ आके बहुत अच्छा लगा और मैम लोगों ने हमें पुरानी चीजों से इतनी अच्छी चीजें हमें बनाना बताया। हमने 3000 राखीज बनाए जो सेल भी किया हम एग्जीबिशंस में जाके, और उसके बाद अभी हम कीचेन्स बना रहे हैं। इन्हीं कपड़ों से हम ज्वेलरीज बना रहे हैं। हमने दिवाली का कांदिल बनाया है और
आप
इन
लूम्स
कपड़ों
पे
से
काम
हमने
करते हो?
हाँ?
लूम्स पे काम करते हो? लूम्स पे काम करते हो आप?
We have also looms.
Yeah, how
Yes.
many looms you have?
Yes, ma'am.
कितने loom?
Looms कितने हैं वहाँ पे?
Loom ऊपर कितने हैं?
अच्छा, ऊपर 3 है, 4 रूम है, सॉरी 4 रूम है मैम।
Wonderful, wonderful.
4 रूम है, हम सारे लेडीज बहुत मिलके अच्छे से काम करते हैं। हमें बहुत अच्छा लगता है यहाँ पे, और थोड़ा सा फाइनेंशियल अपने घर के भी मतलब हमारा हेल्प हो जाता है। बच्चे भी बड़े खुश है, तो हमें अच्छा लग रहा है ये काम करके।
बहुत अच्छा। आपसे भी बात करके बहुत अच्छा लगा और अच्छा काम करते रहिए।
थैंक यू।
आपने सपोर्ट में म्युनिसिपैलिटी पूरा म्युनिसिपैलिटी साथ में खड़ी है। फंडिंग मिला है SBI फाउंडेशन से, उनका भी धन्यवाद देना चाहिए। उसके अलावा मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ टेक्सटाइल कमिटी ने हमें बहुत सपोर्ट किया है, टेक्निकली सपोर्ट किया है, एज वेल एज नेटवर्किंग में सपोर्ट किया है। आदित्य बिरला ग्रुप हमारे साथ है, फिर कुछ प्राइवेट कम्युनिटीज़ हमारे साथ है, जैसे EMC है, प्रोजेक्ट मुंबई ने हमें साथ दिया था इनिशियल पीरियड में। फिर से प्रोजेक्ट मुंबई को इन्वॉल्व करेंगे इस नए साल में जैसे हम आगे बढ़ते हैं। तो ये एक बहुत ही कोलैबोरेटिव और पार्टनरशिप वाला प्रोजेक्ट है, और इस पूरी पार्टनरशिप में कम्युनिटी का सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट स्थान है, क्योंकि 2 ही चीज़ें इंपॉर्टेंट है इस प्रोजेक्ट में। एक तो वेस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट है और कम्युनिटी इंपॉर्टेंट है, बाकी सब सपोर्ट सिस्टम्स है। तो जब तक कम्युनिटी इंटरेस्टेड रहेगी, कम्युनिटी पार्टिसिपेट करेगी और सोसाइटी से वेस्ट आता रहेगा, हम लोग वी विल मूव टूवर्ड फ्रॉम द रेसिडेंशियल सोसाइटीज टू कमर्शियल सोसाइटीज, हॉस्पिटल्स. In Navi Mumbai is hub of educational center. It is hub of industry, MIDC area. So I am sure a lot of fabric waste is coming from those areas as well. And while there are limited slums in Navi Mumbai, but if there are slums, I think collection of waste, segregation of waste, involving rack pickers into the entire value chain is another important point. While we can empower the communities coming to the TRF, but the value chain partners, especially the rack pickers, are really close to my heart. They are very vulnerable, and we need to involve them also as a part of this project. And it's so nice to have all of you on this project, and thank you for joining. It was a wonderful session discussing with all of you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
And
All the best.
Thank you. Komi, over to you. I don't know where this Komi Sama. Okay, so it's 3:30 and we can end the session.
Yes.
Thank you.
Komi is there, yeah.
Namaste. Thank you. Thanks everyone for a great session. It's our honor to host you here. So today is already the final day of the Catalyzing Change Week. So yeah, we will send follow-up email with all the video and invite you to join Catalyst. And until the end of the day, we still have some more great sessions going on. And once again, thank you so much. Keep up your great work, and we look forward to seeing you next year. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.